Hello everyone, this is Siddharth, and in this video we will be solving another question from the list that I have shared with you. And this is has 27 on LeetCode, which is remove element. So in this question we have given an array and we have to remove all the occurrence of the element which is equals to the value of the val, which is we have given in this question. And then we have to like store all the element which are not equals to this value in the start of the array. And we don't have to like delete a element or modify the array. We just have to like store all the element which are not equals to the value of val in the start of the array. So how we can do this? Let's take an example and understand it. So we have given this array which is 3 2 2 3. This is the first example. So obviously we will be using two pointer approach here also. So I would suggest that you can pause for a moment and try to think how we can solve this question using two pointer approach. And if you don't have idea uh, what we are doing in this playlist, we are just solving all those questions which are interrelated, and that will help us. If you try to solve it from the first question that I have uploaded in this playlist, then you can able to like build pattern, so that you can able to like memorize all those pattern which are required for cracking any of the fang companies. So I would suggest that you can try to like watch the video from the first video of this playlist, so that you can able to like get those concepts which are required in the upcoming video, because the previous video concept we will be using in the next video. So now let's move on to this question. So the two pointer approach we are using like almost in every video. So the first we will be pointing this starting element will be, let me see what is the issue. First starting pointer is pointing to 3 and ending pointer is pointing to 3 here as well. Now what we have to do next, first we have to compare this first element from the target value, which is 3 in the first example. Now after comparing, so obviously they are equal, so what we can do, we can swap these two elements. So after swapping, our new array will look like this, which is exactly same, because because the element are equal. So now we will be like pointing, decrementing the ending counter, because this element that we have treated, this all is already like getting placed to its right value, because this is not required in the starting of the array, because in the start we just have to add those elements which are not equals to the value of target. So after doing this, we will be pointing ending pointer to 2. Now we will again compare 3 with 2. So obviously they are not equal. So we have to swap. So now the new array will look like this, and ending is pointing to 2 and the start is here obviously. So now our end become equals to the value of 1 and starting is already 0. Now after comparing this start with the target value, so obviously this target value is not equals to the target value. So now what we can do, uh, we can increment the starting counter in this case. So start plus plus, now start will point to here. So this the same situation will going to be here also, because this is not equals to the val. So we will be again incrementing the starting value. Now start will become equals to end. So in this situation we have to move out from the loop. So getting out from the loop. So after doing this, after getting out from the loop, we just have to like return number of, we have to just return uh, the length of the required array, that will going to be end plus 1, because the value of end is here 1 and we have the required length is 2. So we will be returning end plus 1. So if I will try to summarize, then what we can say, we are making two pointers and then we are comparing the first element with the last element. If they are with the target value, if they are equal, then we will be swapping it with the last element, and then we will be decrementing the length of the array. Why we are doing this? Because the element that we have just swapped, it is getting to its right place, and we are just adding the element which is required in the start of the array. So this is the approach that we will be using, and in the end value is equals to the one less than the required answer. So we just have to increment it with the unit value. So Now let's code it out as well. So let me check if recording is going on. Okay, it is going on. So first we have to make a starting pointer. So start will be pointing to 0, and then end is pointing to the last element, which is going to be nums dot length minus 1, and then we have to start should be less than or equals to end. Now for after this we have to check for the first element. So for that we can do if the nums start if it is equal to the value of well, then in this case what we have to do, we have to swap these two elements. So for that we have to pass this nums array and then starting index and ending index. So after swapping this, as we have to decrement the end value as well, so that we can decrement the length of the required array. And in the else case we just have to increment the start value, and in the end we just have to return the value of end plus 1. So now let's define this swap function as well. So public void swap, and it is taking an array nums, then it is taking two index int a and b. For these two index we have to interchange the value. So first let's make a temp variable, so that will be like pointing to the value of a. So nums a, a, and then let's store the value of b into a. So for that we can do like this, nums b, and then value of temp to the value of b. So that will going to be temp. Now let's try to run this. Okay, now let's try to submit this as well. So we have successfully solved this. So see you in the next video. Bye.